Hi everyone, I'm Jagadish here. Today I'm going to make some video on the Bruno tool where we can be utilizing the API rest assured to rest assured. We can make a different API calls like a post call, get call, and some delete call and put calls. How we'll be using the Postman at the same we can be utilize the Bruno tool and how to install the Bruno tool and how to configure and how to utilize the tool and how to make a different get call and the post call, right? I'm going in detail on in the video. Bruno is one of the popular, fast, open source and API testing tools like a Postman, Insomnia, and others. It's one of the tool where you can be a tool where you can be do the different type of thread operations like a create request, delete request, and post request and update request. No, the basically the CRUD I mean, this is the Bruno tool where it will be simplifying the CRUD operations, and it's a one of the tool currently is introduced in the market where it will be simplifying the sender request and retrieve the data, and it's some the more upgraded versions compared to the Postman tool. And now I'm going to in detail of the Bruno tool, how can be downloaded from the network and how we need to be we need to be configure and how need to be what are the basic setting we have to do in the Bruno tool and how need to we have to do for the different API calls, right? No, it basically the Bruno tool is simplifying the CRUD calls like uh, create, retrieve, edit, and delete operations. And I am going to the explain about what are the some of the key features of the Bruno tool. Yeah. I'll go to their official this document where you can be get the all details like how we need to configure and how we need to send a request and all the details available in the document dot usebruno.com only. You'll get all the details in the tool itself. Now I directly jump into that mm, the Bruno applications where you can be download from the Google itself only. Just they will be download the Bruno app from the Google itself. Go for this one. This is open anyway. I inside this in a open source tool. Currently, I'm working on a Windows environment itself only. So that's for Windows, right? I'll go to the which one is the latest, right? Just I need to download from their Google and if you are working for the Macs or if you're working for the Linux, right? Based on your environment, right? You can go and can download. This is for the Windows. This is for Mac operator. This is for Linux. Based on which environment you're currently working, right? You can go and you can download from that official website itself only. Now I'll go to that download. Uh, Once it's a download, right? You can directly start installing the applications. Just double click on that applications. Now, if you wanted to install for you, you wanted to alone use means just click for you only. Suppose if you wanted to use any other means, then you can select for any user apart from that you will be using. Currently, I'm only using for this application, so just click on that only. Then it will be show for the where exactly it will be installed in the path. Wait for a minute, it will be once installation complete, right? And you go for that application. Just click on the finish and go to directly applications. Application installed. Suppose if you wanted to see the basically the currently if you are using in a Postman, right? If you wanted to import any of the JSON files or any existing files means you if you wanted to import means you can click and import from there itself only, or you are using for any Insomnia tool or any other tools, right? which are the JSON file you currently exist, right? You can be import from the, I mean, if you wanted to migrate, just if you wanted to migrate from the Postman tool to the Bruno tool, right? Where you can be import the file from the uh, you are switching the environment, like if you wanted to work from the Postman to this in Bruno tool, or if you wanted to work for the Insomnia to Bruno, right? You can be switching to the same the files we will be currently using, right? The same file you can be utilized. Now this is a overall the applications currently its look. If you wanted to change any of the structure means you can go to setting and you can do. But currently this is how it will be look like a Postman, right? The same way it will be look. This is a collections. Just if you wanted to create any of the if you wanted to collections and if you wanted to add, I mean, create any new collections and just create a collections, and you have to give a name like API testing or something. It will be this the collection name. It will be created under collections. Right? If you wanted to create any of the request, right? If you wanted to add for now, these are the different type of as I told in the PPT. Right? This is if you wanted to perform HTTP request, or if you wanted to perform the gRPC request, or if you want to do the GraphQL request, right? Based on that, from which, I mean, which are the requests you are currently, the most of the people it will be work on the HTTP request itself only, which operation you are going to perform, right? That the request name, suppose if you wanted to just randomly just API, just I am give a random name, say API call itself only, I'll be add for the endpoint URL, means in this endpoint URL, and the rest of the detail I'll be add here itself in the tool itself only. Yeah, first, just I'll make any the dummy call. These are the different type of operations currently available. I mean, this is a tool. This is the get operations, the post operations, put operations, and delete operations. Most of the people it will be used for the get operations and post and put and post put itself only. Based on that call, right? We have to do some of the settings as it's available in the, I mean, the screen itself only. The parameter, I mean, this is the basic details in for even though the Postman tools will be having the same only. The params, body, headers, auth, and if you want to do any of the scripting, means in the scripting part, it will be available here. And suppose if you want to do assertions, do anything in you wanted to do in the assertion, means then the assertion also it's available. Just I go one by one. This is a basically this is the different type of methods currently I'm doing for the get, I mean, get method it's only. So what I need to do this, I need to provide the endpoint URL where we need to send the request, right? So what I'll be use one of the dummy, I mean, I'll be take one dummy request where I can send for this one get call and all. The params basically the param is the parameter. I mean, there are two type of params of query parameter and path parameter. The path parameter basically, like if you wanted to send apart, I mean, apart from that endpoint URL, if you wanted to send any of the keys or something, right, 1, 2, 3 or something, right. So that time will be used for the path parameter. I mean, sometime will be placed here itself only. Suppose if you want to send any of the keys and all, right, the same it will be added in the query parameter. Then sorry, the path parameter. Suppose suppose if you wanted to, I mean, there are two parameters, the query parameter and path parameter. The path parameter it will be like if you want to slash only, it will be, it will come to know that it's a path parameter. Suppose if you wanted to send any query parameter, it will become with the question mark itself only. This is the param spot and the body, right? Basically, the when you will be send the body means suppose the post operations. If you wanted to mean send the body means it will be in the JSON format or it will be in the XML format or as how the client it will be. I mean, they provided right. There's the business scenario. If you wanted to send for the XML means then you need to choose the XML and all. Suppose if you wanted to uh, send for the JSON format, right? So I need to send for the JSON format, and this is the body part. So which are the parameter will be and header, right? Basically, we'll send for that application bar JSON, I mean content type and all will be, I mean, shared in the header part, and authorization means then will be send the token based on that which call we are making, right? Some of that tokens will be sharing in the authorizations. Like there are a different type of tokens like auth token, auth1, auth2, and some API keys or some bearer tokens will be sent in the authorization. If you have any this in where something means apart from this any prerequisite in the exist in that particular API call means then we will be sharing the API call and script as I told it will be suppose if you want to do for any I mean before me if you wanted to send a request before right if you wanted to so you do the pre-request and post-request right you can make any of the scripting you can be do here itself only the assertion means then you can do any of the assertions based on our the request right you can be there is a different type of assertions are there you can make a session here. I'll make a one API calls based on that. Currently, I'm passing this is one of the dummy requests where the dummy request. Currently, I'm performing the get operation means it will be retrieve the data from the backend and all right. So just I'm not I mean sending because some of the details we need to pass as per the request. Like the param as I said, right? In case any query parameter path parameters you need to share and header, right? In case any content type or something means then we need to share. Just I'll be hit the request. We'll be see it will be I'll get what exactly will be here and not. Then we'll be see based on that. Then we'll be validate here. Currently, I'm using one of the it's in dummy. Dummy endpoint URL. This I mean sending only the endpoint URL. Apart from that, I'm not I mean sending anything. No, based on your I mean project or the requirement, right? We need to share all the details required mandatory details. We need to pass in the header as well as in the auth token and the params itself only. Currently, I provide the endpoint URL itself only. Just I'm hitting the request. Once it will be read, if it is a success means then we'll be get a 200 response if it is any this bad request or something means then just I'll be in we see how it will be it's working or not. Yeah, and just I changed the endpoint URL instead of users, right? I type only user. Just I'm getting a 404 means then uh it's saying that it's in a bad URL itself only. Yeah, once hit the request rate, we get a success response only. Then we need to validate the rest of the details and all. This is the response will be share here itself only all the response will be get and apart from that this we need to validate for this in the header part which are the like how it will be the content type even though you need to pass in the content type in the pre I mean this is a post request only but my pre request also me the in the request body also we need to share the content types and all and some of the mandatory detail we need to pass but I'm not sharing provided any the details in the uh, request call this what are the details you get in the response call just you need to validate as per your requirement itself only the and also the all the details in the clear timeline right will be which are the call you are made right all the details available if you wanted to store I mean all the details means then you just click on the test I mean and timeline there's the options are there. I mean, if you wanted to download the details or something, save the response file, or if you wanted to do this, copy the response, or if you wanted to, based on all the details are available here itself only. This is for the get operation. Suppose if you wanted to do with the post operation side, the same you can be in the at the collection side. Just create a one more request, like a new request, and the post API call the for the post API call, right? The post API call is the mandatory detail. I'm saying this. You should be send the I mean request via body itself only. No, yes, I told means which format you are going to send, right? Those details we need to provide in the request body itself. Suppose if you wanted to send for the XML, you need to provide the XML, or if you wanted to send for the JSON format, you need to choose the JSON. It should be in the pretty format, and whichever the format will be shared, right? It should be in the it's look like a the format should be the clean or I mean, clear. Just in post request, I taken one of the dummy the endpoint URL. Just I wanted to share as I told, right. Suppose if I want to do for the post operations, right, in body we need to send for the details, no, the content we need to share in the in the form of JSON format, or it will be XML format. And these are the details I am going to pass. And there will be header also, it will be there. Header means this, as I told, the content type, it will be application bar JSON or something, which are the content, and they will be provided in the contract document, right, based on that client requirement. So you need to pass all the details in the header. And also this in the specific auth tokens, like a bearer token or art token and all, right. We need to provide all the basic, in case any of the basic token or bearer token or anything, right, you need to provide. And once the provide all the details, just you need to be click on the send itself only. If it is a success means, then you'll get 200. And in case if you are, I mean, any of the bad request or something, right, just I wanted to change any of the one of the parameter or here, right, just I'll be sending then you will get the 400 error means any of the schema it's invalid, right, that time will be get the 400 error. And all the, if the schema should be the valid schema whenever you are passing via this body, right, and the schema should be matching as per the requirement itself only. These are the basic detail about the Bruno applications, where I mean, I'll give more detail on upcoming videos about the Bruno tool and all, and how this the different type of settings and all. This is a basic I'm giving how we need to be install and how we need to be work on the different type of operations, like a get, post, and different calls. Then just if you have any face any error or issues, may just be me please post on the comment in the comment itself box. Please subscribe in the please hit the subscribe button. If you like this video on a Bruno tool, just please hit a subscribe button, and we'll be come up with the more videos on a Bruno and the REST API tools upcoming. If you have any questions or any comment, please type in the comment box. Thank you.
वीडियोस बनाने हैं, फिल्मोरा है ना।